Before we go to the video, let me show you what's happening. We create a form with two input fields. We can add some values on it, and we will make a post request to the server that replies with some information. Let's go.
Django, Python, JavaScript, tutorials, but Jamie, this is so loud.
What the fuck, HTML?
There's only C.
Alright, in this video, we will be exploring on how to make a post request using Django. I will be following this post in my blog. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and I also will be using a simple Django project, and there's a link in the description as well if you want to download it from GitHub. If you prefer, you can simply use your own. Now I'm going to open VS Code, and the project, the name is my site, the app is named Polls, and it has a simple view, class-based view named index that returns this template index.html. Okay, let me also show you what it looks like before we continue. So it simply has this image and some text in it. Okay, let's create a form. You can optionally remove the action. By default, if you don't have an action, it will reply back to the view that generated this template. So that would be index. And we need to define the method. So it's going to be post. Now in Django, you need to also use this template tag for cross-site request forgery. So this is a security measure. And now let's create two inputs. Can be of type text, and let's give it a name. P parameter 1 and parameter 2. And at last, one other input to submit the form. Just like that, that's simple. I'm going to add a line break in there and go back to the browser to see how is it looking like. Okay, it's quite simple. Let's insert some values. Could be value 1 and value 2 and submit. Okay. This page is not working. This is in Portuguese. Why isn't it working? Because our index view doesn't have the post method defined. And this is exactly what we will do now. So if you want to submit a post request in a class-based view, so to speak, you need to define the post method. So let's do it. Define post, and you need to pass in some parameters such as self, request, args, and keywords. Okay. Now in here we can return a dictionary. So let's create a Python dictionary and create already the response. The response can be render to response and pass in context as an argument. So basically what we are saying is that index will be returned to the client with the context dictionary. Okay, this is part of it, but what we really want is to collect the information coming from the client in these two fields. How can we do that? It's quite simple. Let's create a variable for each one of them. So we start with param1 and we say request post get, and then you pass in the name of the input. So this name is this very same name. Okay. That's how they are reference. That's how they reference each other. You need to make sure that this name matches this name in here. Okay. We did this for param1. We can do the same thing for param2. Don't forget to change the name of the variable. And let's print it just to see how is it going. Just like that. Okay. Now let me open the command line and reload the browser. Continue. All right. It's already working. It's already loading, but I can see already the names printed in the command line. But let's try some other names. So simply 1 and simply 2. And there you go. It's quite easy. This is very used. And one last thing before we end this video could be if you want to reply with some data to the client, and this is why I created context. You don't always need, but now if you ever need, you know how to do this. You simply can create a key in the context dictionary with some value. So say message is equal to some message coming from the server to the client. Eh? That simple. Now we can create other, for instance, for the param one in 2. Of course, this is a bit of a nonsense example, but it's just to understand the structure of the process. And in here, you could simply print all that information like this message or param1 or param2. Yeah, it's that simple. Let's make a final test and experiment with. Oh, let me reload. Yeah, there you go. Input 1, input 2, and there goes another way on how to exchange information between client and server. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was valuable for you. Comment if you would like. I will reply when I can, and I hope everything goes well. Bye.